That's funny. Hippity hoppity, your attention is my property. Hey, got someone's attention. But let me get started. Let me get started. That's weird. Give me a second. Okay, good. We're set. We're live. Okay, we should be good now. Should be good. Okay. With that being said, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna come on the air real quick. It's a bit hot. Okay, it's a bit hot. What's up, y'all? Mm, I didn't want to talk too much on this, but I know some people who can't get a job during the pandemic, people who struggling to get jobs during the pandemic. They and it's not easy just transferring one job to another without knowing how to do it. Like I did it myself. I only can go by my experience because I left my job and now I'm currently working at a different job, which is making me a bit happier than I was before. So playing spade for spade, everyone's not the same. Everyone's different, and to to work for a different company is not easy because you gotta learn new stuff. You gotta work in a different environment. You gotta adapt. You gotta figure out point A to point B, then point learn A all the way to Z, and doing it within a week span is not easy at all. I can tell you that much right now. I I'm still learning my new job, but am I happier than my last job? Yes. I am happier in my last job than I'm not much happier on this job than my last job. And that's simple. And the reason why I'm happier because I got out of a situation that I didn't like and I went to a new job that actually made me feel better. It made me feel a whole lot better than I did before. It's like when I said I was trying to heal, I wasn't exaggerating. It's still some heal. I know it's some patches I gotta cover up soon, some patches I gotta heal up soon, so I can be in the perfect mindset that I want to be, where I need to be, where I have to be. But I'm taking it one step at a time. Not everything is gonna be unicorns and rainbows. Cause really, I'm broke as ever. I'm still broke, but I got money, but I'm still broke in a way. And it's been like that for a while. It's like I want to be happy. I want to know what happiness is again, and I want to be happy again. So, but yeah, it's been I've been not been myself for a while, and people who watch my videos and watch my channels years back know that I'm not a perfect streamer. I don't stream or do videos on daily, but it's just now getting more and more apparent that I'm not being as consistent as I was before. Even now, I'm still working on that process of working and not feeling like I don't know if it's gonna do well today, or I don't know if I'm gonna feel good on doing this, or this already been done and why should I do it? Like I have that reoccurrence. Then I took a look at YouTube, and I'm looking at YouTubers, and I've been studying. Like I literally been studying. I've been looking. Like I have YouTubers that I watch personally, how they do it, even stuff that already been done. They're doing it, and they getting views as well. And I'm like, if they're still doing this at this current day, then how come I'm not doing it yet? People are still watching this with these certain YouTubers. So why am I holding myself back? Why am I holding myself back and watching old stuff that is gonna be new because I'm pushing in my own content or my insights in that situation when I do reactions or when I play video games? It's like, how come I'm not pushing my content, and why am I worrying about if content has a content? Sorry about the stutter. The content that already been done. Why am I worried about? Why am I worried about other content that's been done? And I could just push my own version of my own content out there. But that's a whole different story for a whole different day. But this is a story about me and how I transitioned from one job to another. How did I transition that? Because this is at a time where I'm still was at my lowest. It wasn't at my lowest of lows, but I was at my lowest. Okay, maybe the mic ain't clear enough right here, but hope this better. But I've been doing YouTube for a good while now. I've been working. The name itself came from how I felt for a long time. How I've been feeling on the inside. And I wasn't the best person. Again, and I said again, I'm currently healing. This person need to figure it out. It doesn't matter. But how to say this? I've been dealing with a lot of depression, anxiety. I've been dealing with so much stuff that I need healing on. Soon I will seek a therapist. And the reason why I haven't seek a therapist much sooner was because I have my own personal issues that I have to deal with. Like, I don't make the amount of money that other people make. Like, the biggest income in my small town city is less than average than regular income from other cities. So I'm making less than average. For weekly, monthly, and yearly basis, I'm making below the average national income. I'm not making minimum wage, but I'm not making, what is it? Okay, cool. Like, I'm not making minimum wage, but I'm not making the basic average. Like, I worked hard. I tried my best to try to push myself into doing more. I try to force myself. Even at times I didn't want to do it at all. I try to force myself into doing it. Even making content on YouTube, I'll force myself. And I just constantly kept feeling depressed because I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like the voice that I have. I didn't like my voice. I didn't like how a certain way I look. I didn't like the content that I might push out. I don't even like editing, but when I edit, the edit's good, but sometimes I don't feel like editing at all because I'm feeling mentally and emotionally exhausted from work. And it'll come out like a few days later and I can push out good content. Like what I did when I was back in doing Call of Duty. Not Warzone, but I'm talking about like what was it? Advanced Warfare, if I to be correct. Advanced Warfare. I played that game and collabed with a YouTuber. I don't know if he's still around or not. I don't know for sure, but I think he gave up. Like, I really think he gave up. I try to keep pushing forward. He want to keep changing his name. He want to do something this and that and the other. I'm like, I was telling him, bro, to keep the name, keep it going, and just push the content out. But he didn't do it. I haven't heard from him in months. I haven't heard from my friend in months. And we met out of chance. It was cool. But you know what? I hope he does well. Hope he's well. Hope he's doing well. Cause without him, I would not have fun. And speaking of people that would, without me making content, one of my brothers, who I talk to and who I'm very close to, he the one that inspired me to do videos more than I inspired myself to do videos. Cause even though it was my idea to make the YouTube stuff, I didn't want to do it without my brother. I didn't want to do it alone. I wasn't ready to do a gaming channel by myself. And I knew that. Because I don't want to feel like I'm by myself at all. So, I have my brother who be on videos with me. We play classic games. We play some games against each other. Because I like having fun with people. Me playing with people is the funnest thing I ever had in my life. And I have fun every single moment of it. And I loved it. Every chance I get, we'll do a pre-recording. Night in. Excuse me. Night out. Especially during the weekends. When I was staying back in my mom's place. You'll see I'm in the back room. We set everything up. Even though it wasn't the best camera, but I had where is it? I had my freaking laptop. I had my laptop, my webcam, my webcam, and my old microphone that I put under a basket and slide it on the table so it can be loud enough that they can hear us, and at the same time, it doesn't sound distant. And that's what I had to work with. I worked with that throughout the whole thing. And we made it work. Every game we play, Mario Party, we play that. Monopoly, we played that. We had to delete it because of the sound bite and everything, but we played it. Well, let me show y'all what I had got when I first started off on YouTube. Like, this was the laptop. Oh, why my pants up? But this was the laptop. This is the laptop I used to start my YouTube channel. My very old laptop, my HP computer that I got during the Black Friday sale. I can't get on it much anymore because the freaking, how to explain it? Can't really get on it much because I gotta use HDMI to plug up to the TV and use as a monitor, but at the same time, the screen itself is done. I cannot go on the screen. Period. When I turn on my computer, it doesn't show up because I need the screen. But was it fun while I had it? Yes. Why do I still keep it? because I want to remember where I started. So this was the beginning of my YouTube career. This was the beginning. But I ended up getting multiple pauses because how everything was in my life. And then this and then during the end of October. The end of October came. And this is what happened. October 2020. 6 months ago, I can barely do it anymore. I couldn't live like I was living. I had an online relationship that broke off. I had a relationship broke off half a year. Well, I would say over a year ago now, to this day. But over a year ago, my online relationship broken up. I had my favorite who didn't like me that much, even though I'm trying my best to take care of her. She likes me now, but back then it was iffy. I was working hard. I had to pay this and that and the other. I was getting by. I had no one around me. I was completely by myself. My brother was with his girl, and he got a baby in it as well. And everyone else doing their own thing, but I was by myself. I felt alone. I know I couldn't live like this anymore. I couldn't. No matter what, I couldn't live like I was living. Working hard, getting myself exhausted, going to bed, go to sleep, wake up to try to do the best I can to play with my favorite, then relax, watch YouTube, then couldn't even think of ideas. I couldn't even think of ideas to make YouTube videos. I just wanted to rest. So I fed her, played with her, make sure she got water in her bowl or water in her water bottle. And I go to bed, and it was more of a repeating factor. Like, do you think I want to live like that? Do anyone want to live like that? When they in that state of mind and feeling that depressed? I didn't. I didn't want to feel that anymore. It was like, oh, why am I feeling like this? But I want to live like this anymore. So, November. I went on an app. I went on one of the job seeking apps. I started to apply online. But I was like, what city should I go to? What city should I get a job from? What place, what plant should I go to try to get hired here or there? That was one of my choices. Like, I want to know, what can I do? Like, I didn't like my job that I was at. So I got a job app, and I just was metaphorically was clawing my way out the best way possible. I couldn't see no light, so I tried to dig as hard as I can until I couldn't do it anymore. So I just kept going. I kept going. One day, like 2 weeks later, it was still October. I just say, you know what? I don't want to try working at another plant because the plant that I'm at, I don't like it at all. I need to try to, especially during the pandemic that's still going on. I want to be more inside. I want to work where I feel comfortable. So I try to look for a remote job, which I've done, and had one job that offered me a chance. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So, what will happen is I applied for it. They they try to test my computer and everything. And this is for a remote job. The first remote job that actually wanted me to apply. I'm like, all right, cool. So I tested my internet. I tested everything else so I can make sure that I can get this job. I did that. Went to the interview, and once I went to the interview, we sat down. Everyone, it was in a group. Everyone talked. I said what I needed to say. Everyone did this, that, and we sat down, listened to the seminar and everything. Then that was it. So I was that was the first callback. I'm like, cool, I might get the job. So I waited. A week later, I heard nothing. Heard nothing at all. 2 weeks later, nothing still. And then it turned to the month of November. It was the month of November. I haven't heard nothing from them yet. So I kept going. I didn't want to give up. Like, I was still working at this job, working at this plant that really was really bringing me down. I was like, I can't. I gotta do it. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Cause if I don't keep going, then I'm not gonna make it. One second. Oh well. But yeah, I had to keep going. So I started applying to other jobs as well to try to another remote job, and I kept going, kept going. About a couple of days later, in November, I ended up getting another remote job. It was for a company that does archive of remote jobs. I was like, okay, cool. And plus, they said it was local, and I was like, all right. So I applied. When I did that, I was still working this job that making me feel miserable. I had to put off on YouTube for a bit so I can look forward to it, you know. Because I want to do YouTube for the longest, but at the same time, I want to make sure I have a source of income. So what I ended up doing is I applied for it. They was like, hey, do you want to join? I'm like, yeah. So I ended up getting a job. And I ended up doing a seminar. It's telling me this and that. Then they got me to an archive where they do other seminars for other jobs, other remote jobs that actually will go to you and go for the training. Some of the trainings are free, some cost, but where I'm working at, they reimburse it, which is good. I'm like, all right, cool, I do it. So and this what happened. Right when I get ready to start, like a week once I started, it started in December. It was the first week of December. I got started. I'm like, all right, cool, I can do this. So once that happened, trying to remember. I got started with the seminar. It was I would say a tax company. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a tax company. I got hired to do that for the training. And then once I finished the training, that's when I could get started on doing the job. But during the middle of it, I would say like I'm trying to remember. I would say in the mid-December. I'm trying to remember the date. Hey, thanks. I bet your style look great too, man. Thank you for it. But yeah, the middle of December, cause I remember this very vaguely. I was working this job, still working at this factory, and I just came back home and came up to a message. And this was during the middle of class. I was still in training. All of a sudden, I got a message from, it was an email from this other job that I haven't heard from in over a month. Nate Dogg, what up? Hey, welcome to the stream, man. So remember on your old chat. Hmm. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hey, man, long time no see. Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I seen you, man. But to continue, this was a job that I was applying for a month ago. They came back and said that they were about to get ready to do training. And they told me that it was paid training. Paid training. Ah, I see. So, and when it started, the training starts at 8 in the morning. My job that I'm working at the factory, it ends at 8 in the morning. So I have to choose. Do I work at this job at 8 in the, do I work at this job and get off at 8 o'clock and forget about the other job? Or do I not go and start this training at 8 o'clock? It was a pickle. Like I want to start the training stuff and work at this at the same time have my job, so I won't have to, so I can fully transition from one spot to another. But if they collide like this, I'm gonna be once I leave this job, I'm gonna be late for this training, which I cannot have. Especially if I had to walk home, which is gonna take like an hour and 30 minutes for my job walking all the way home. And this is when it's starting to get cold. It's turning to winter time. It's starting to get cold. So this is a dilemma. Should I take the risk, or should I keep playing safe, keep playing it safe? And I made a decision. You want to tell you what the decision is? Well, I decided that you guys need to hit that like button, man. For real, man. Y'all get into the story, man. At least give me a like, cause I want to try to get this off right. You know, just saying. But the decision, I didn't play it safe anymore. Like I'm gonna have to take a risk, and the number one deal maker that they did for me made me get that job. This was a deal maker when they told me that the training was paid for. I get paid training. So that means once I train, I'm getting paid. I'm getting money in my pockets for training. Sitting there, learning the stuff, and they're putting money in my pockets. So, that tell me something. Do I stay at this job? And plus the pay is different. Just to let you know, the pay was different. The job that I'm currently at, I'm starting to get paid $15 an hour. It's just started getting paid $15 an hour. This other job is paying me $12.75. So it's a difference. It's a difference between two levels. But the reason why I went for this one instead of that one was a whole different reason altogether. The reason why I went for here because of paid training, yeah, I'll get money in my pockets, but it's like, well, how come I didn't stay and keep that $15 an hour? This is why. It's cool to have a job. It's cool to work at that job. My investments, I can tell you right now, my investments is, oh, we're going to get to that in a minute. Let's get to the investments after the story. All right? Because I'm going to tell you my investments in a second. All right? Watch. I'll get to it. Watch. But here's the thing. The reason why I left the $15 an hour for the $12.75. I mean, yeah, $12.75 was this one reason and this one reason only. Yeah, this money is good. This money that I'm starting to get is good. But is this money is going to make me any happier, or is it going to make me even more depressed? That's what I have to think about. Is it gonna make me happier or is it gonna make me depressed still? Because the money is gonna make no difference. No matter if it's 20, no matter if it's 100. Is it gonna make me happy? Is it gonna make me? If it's $100 an hour, shoot, hey, I'll work there and then quit. Shoot, that's just working for a paycheck right there. I'm not gonna cap. But yet, $15 an hour. Like, yeah, it's a good amount of money. Like $2.25 difference than the job that they're giving me on this side. I'm like, yeah, the money's good, but is it gonna make me any happier than I am now? Is it gonna make me any happier than I am? And the answer is no. So that's when I had to do it. That one day I got up from bed because I was getting ready to be late for work. Because I know if I miss a day, I might get fired. Here's what happened. I got up. I had to go to work at 11. It's 9:30. I got to walk to work for an hour and a half to work. It's already. And this is on the 28th of December. The 28th of December. Because this is the day, no, this is the 27th, my fault. The 28th is where it begins. But the 27th, where it started. Where it completely started. So, if I'd be correct, was it on the Sunday? The 27th on Sunday, right? Let me see. December 27th. Yes, Sunday. So, December 27th, I got up. It was 9:25. I had to walk an hour and a half to the job. I was stressing over. So you know what happened? I quickly got up, tried to put on my pants, put on my shirt, get my jacket. I was getting ready to go get my boots and head to work, but I paused. Just the moment where my whole entire body just stopped on its own. It froze. Like I didn't move, but it's like my whole entire body just froze. And I just heard something in my back of my head. It's like, go to bed. I've done enough. Go to bed. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. You've done enough. Go to bed. I listened to that voice. I took my jacket off, took my pants off, and just went to bed and just went to sleep. The next day on the 28th, I went to training. But that's it. That was the it of me stressing, wondering what I'm going to do with money. Am I going to lose the place I'm at? Am I going to, how I'm going to end up? I was tired of thinking that. I left a job that gave me so much depression for years. That Monday night, I returned my boots. I returned my badge. I told them I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. I was out. And I started on my current job. And I know what you're thinking. Since I took the job with the paid training, what about this other job that I got that was giving me for training? Give me for training as well. You ain't missed out. Alright. I'm gonna call you Rask. Hey, you didn't hear what I said earlier? Alright. I'm gonna do a 2-minute quick drawback, okay? I'll do a 2-minute quick drawback, okay? The job that I had for years, making me miserable and sad. So one day I ended up getting to the app. I started trying my best to scratch and claw my way out of this job that was giving me misery for years. Had one job that had gave me a chance to give me an interview, make sure my internet's working right and everything. So I did that. Then I haven't heard from them for a month. So I ended up texting an app, texting in this app that give people jobs. And another job came through and told me, and those were both remote jobs. She told me, yeah, I can work here, and we can archive everything and make sure that you work in no time. I'm like, all right, cool. So, so I went to the seminar and everything, and they had an archive of remote jobs that I can work if I pay for the training or that I have a training that's for free. It's not bad. So, and apply for one that's part of a tax company. It's a certain tax company that everyone uses. This tax company that everyone uses to do their taxes. So it's nothing too special, but but they'll pay me good. They were gonna pay me good, so set that for the training. But while I was working at the factory job, I was still feeling miserable, but still doing training, being hopeful. Then this other job came in from a month ago, had offered me a job with paid training. And I had to choose between the job with paid training or the job that I'm currently working at because they're going to contradict each other when it starts. So you know what I did? I took the risk, booted my old job, turned my boots, returned my badge, and started this job. Started training for this job because they were paying me for training. I hope they give you a quick scenario on that, so now I can continue the story. And it goes back to this. Since I have this job that paying me for training, what about the other job that I was training at that moment? Well, I try to keep up with the job that I was in training versus a job that was paying me for training, and they was contradicting each other as well, because they both started an hour from each other. But I have to think. One job is it's gonna pay me a good amount of money, but this job gonna pay me right off the bat, and I didn't want it to contradict each other, So I had to make a choice there too. So I go for the paid training or go for the one that was gonna just already train me. The same as the job that I left. I had to left out. I had to leave that other one so I can get the paid training. Hey, the money matters at this moment. Because just like everyone else, I have bills. I'm not getting paid minimum wage in my city, in my state. I'm not getting paid when the state minimum wage. My fault. With state minimum wage, I'm not getting paid. I get paid more than that, but I'm not getting paid the national income, which is in the middle, which I don't get paid that much because I'm getting paid like $12.75 an hour. Simple as that. But at least it's enough for me to pay my bills. It's enough to keep me clothed and everything, make sure I'm good. And not only that, once I got started and I got this job now, it's a remote job currently. I've been doing investments. I've been doing my own investments. Like right now, I currently, for the first time, I set up a 401k. Let me tell you the new things that I got. I'm gonna tell you the new things that I got ever since I worked at this job. And this I started working like literally 2 months ago from today. 2 months ago from today, I started working at this job. Let me show you what first thing I got. Anybody recognize this? Carbon fiber wallet. It's pretty good. You could say it's a Ridge wallet. Not sponsored, but end up getting mine from a manufacturer in China, which cost me about $20. $20 for this. With the money clip. $20. If I would have got this from a Ridge wallet itself, same fabric, same carbon fiber with the money clip, I would have been paying $125. And this is not no cheap knockoff. This is not a cheap knockoff. This is something that actually the real deal. And the person I have to thank for that is We Scheme. I thank We Scheme for that. I'll be watching his content. Not only that, I wonder if I can show this without. No, I can't. I can do this. It'll work. Right here. So I won't show. I can't really show much. I can show you the name. But this. I got my first credit card. My very first credit card that I got. Ever. That was my first ever credit card. Finally got it for the first time ever. I'd never owned a credit card or known how to use a credit card. So I had to self teach myself how to use a credit card because I never learned how to use it. So what I did, I learned how to do it thanks to, I forgot his name. It was something Graham. Hold on, let me see what his name is. Give me a second. Let's see. Graham Stephan. That's his name. Graham Stephan.
Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show.
Yeah, Graham Stephan. Thanks to him, I actually learned how to do my taxes. I mean, not my taxes, my fault. Learn how to use a credit card. And I'm learning more how to do it as well. Even though I missed one step, but at least I'm learning how to use a credit card, which is great. So I'm happy on that. I'm learning how to use a credit card. I wouldn't recommend using the credit card that I got because I pay an annual fee. But for him, I missed it was like a day later when I seen that video of credit cards with 0 annual fees, and I got one with annual fee because that was recommended me by Credit Karma. I was like, all right. But every 6 months, I'm gonna get a different credit card. After a different credit card, I might delete this old one, but I'm gonna get a different one and work on it. I want to work on the credit cards that I get. But overall, I want to work on it. I want to work on myself. Because better credit cards equals better credit, which I want. I want to get better credit. That's my goal. I want to have at least excellent credit. I might not get a perfect 800 credit, but at least I want to try to get at least 750. 750 credit score. That's excellent credit. That means you have great benefits at 750. Great benefits. That means people see that you know how to manage money, you know how to do this, do that, and the other, which will help you a whole lot. And I'm glad on that. I need something to boost me. And I'm learning more about this stuff more and more often. But when it comes to more investing, I end up investing in cryptocurrency. I invest in stocks. I invest in index funds. I got a 401k at my job. Like, I'm doing much. And the amount total that I have in investments is almost $1,500 so far. Here's the thing. I had like 2,000 Dogecoins when there was a hay penny, and now it rose 10 times as high since it's around 5 cents. It's around 5 cents, and I just end up getting 10 times my money thanks to it. But I invested in stocks that has high dividends. I invest in stocks that give me index funds. I invest in stocks that shows real estate. Like, I've been working on myself currently. And even though I'm not making videos here and there, I am doing more stuff outside of YouTube. I'm doing more stuff to try to make myself feel better. So when I come and do YouTube, I will come out better than ever. And not only that, how about this? How about I find some games for you guys that you don't have to waste all your money for? I want you to play games that y'all don't have to waste your money on. You know? I want to find some fun games that I want to test out for you guys that could be fun and 100% free. I want to try that out. Games that are fun and free. And the first game I actually tried was Friday Night Funkin'. Friday Night Funkin' is fun. It was really fun. And I want to make more content out of it before I move on to the next. But I'm going to do this. I might do it on a Friday because it makes sense. But throughout this week, I want to play that game and try to make content out of it throughout this week. That's my plan this right now. To try to make content to stretch out the week. And then have some games. Every Friday, like every week they're going to have new content going more and more and more, which is good. They have more content they're going to push out. Great. Then I can post those every Friday. Besides that, what else? Other games I'm going to play that's free on Steam. I'm going to try to play games that are like $5 or less. $5 or less, that's what I'm going to play. I'll let you know the price right then and there. But I want to play games that are free for you guys so y'all can enjoy the gameplay as well. I'll let you know where it's from. I'll let you know where I got it. Everything. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the content the best way possible. But more on that in the future. I've been writing for Friday Night Funkin'. I've been writing lyrics. I've been writing some lyrics just for the content, you know. But overall, I haven't touched the game ever since I streamed it. I haven't touched it at all. But I am gonna play it sooner than later. So hopefully y'all get to enjoy the content whenever it comes out. I might just play like a few games and just push them out. I don't know. But as long as I give y'all some content, I'm happy on that. That's all that matters. So, all I can say is this. Monday, I always say Monday and never make any videos on Monday. That's been a stick up for me for a while. I'm like Garfield on Mondays. I don't really do much on Mondays. So, I will make videos or make streams in some capacity. But I will say this. I'm trying to make content. I will try to push videos. I will try my best to do reactions. Like, I want to grow this channel more than anything else. I really want to push this channel out the best way possible. Hopefully I do that. Hopefully y'all be entertained. Hopefully y'all enjoy the content. I hope I'll be here to stay as long as I can. Because that's what I want. And I want to see you guys to see how I go throughout the end. That's all I want to see. Hopefully y'all get the best out of me. Hopefully y'all get to see the best content y'all can. And streaming on Twitch. Oh man. I'm going to say this, Twitch. I got some content for you guys that's going to be interesting. It might not be on this Twitch channel, but it's going to be on a different channel, but I'm not going to say what. But for this one, I want to try to play video games and try to do a little this and that. I might do Twitch for I might do Twitch for recording purposes. I might do Twitch for recording purposes and dish out my content out on YouTube. Maybe. Just maybe. But it's going to be fun. I might even play some GTA 5 RP because I heard that was popping. I wonder what y'all like if I play GTA 5 RP and then mess with other content creators. But that's besides the point. I exhausted myself a little bit too long in making this video. I already made like 51 minutes. So that'd be 52. So I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for viewing. If y'all have any games, y'all want me to play, they can put it on YouTube in the description below after I finish the stream. But overall, I am going to play some games. Hope y'all like it. Because I'm trying to push out content the best way possible. But I want to see what you guys recommend for games. Because I want to play whatever I can, play whenever I can, stream whatever I can, and have fun. And with that being said, if y'all like the stream, hit the like button, drop a nuke on that like button, turn all your enemies into potatoes. Now I'll see y'all next stream.